Why are you filming?
I can be a professional artist full time.
Really?
I'm gonna get rich and famous, boy! I can see mountains. It's a madhouse in here.
Oh, you're asking about this giant bulge on my face?
I am stoked. Frolicking in the field.
Maybe this trip will have more of an effect than I know.
I felt my stomach drop at one point and my heart clench with pain when there was that snow and the wind.
Lane in Virginia. Here we go. I'm a little nervous. Going to Montana. 217,000 miles.
Feeling good about the way that we are going. Smiling brightly from the love that you are showing. I'll be on my way. I'll be back someday.
I've had a lot of time to think in the car. There was a lot of tears. I've certainly been working through things with my art career, and a lot of thoughts come up, and I guess I'm just like, ooh, trying to trust my decision. Because sometimes I wonder if I'm just doing busy work, but I also don't really know what the next steps are as an artist if I don't have my art with me. And I could just make more. I have a lot of art in Virginia, so why don't I just work with that? But no decision we make is like the end all be all, you know. It's not like, oh, this is gonna make me successful or this is gonna make me a failure, you know. It's just a step along the way. It's gonna be good for me in a lot of ways, I know, and I'm really working on believing in myself as an artist and as a professional and doing this wild thing. I mean, I feel like a wild woman. I haven't been able to hold down a job for so long, ever since my eyes have been open to what I know my passion is, what I'm supposed to do, but not only that, just open to the way the society is functioning and just not agreeing with it. I'm not trying to be like, oh my gosh, I can't have a job. I'm trying to say we all need to wake up from the system and realize there is a better way. And it might not be in our generation, it might not be in our lifetime, but somebody's got to start making the moves towards a healthier financial world. When I'm born into a rich system, and I'm blessed and privileged to be an American, and I don't even know the depth of those blessings because I haven't been around the world and seen how people live. But there is a level of stress that comes with being in this culture, that you have to make a certain amount of money to even be able to survive. So I think the healing for me is partially releasing the expectations that others have, as well as stepping into the identity of a professional artist who actually makes income. And stepping into that is not just some fantasy idea, it's actually acting like it. And it's actually making sales, therefore asking for sales. Therefore, go buy my art. I have beets to eat. Beets and beans. Day 2 on the road. Didn't get to do my morning routine stretches or painting, but I'll get back to it. Beets, beans, beets, beans, beets, beans. I didn't get to do my stretches because I slept in my car. I also have other food. Pumpkin seeds, apricots, almonds, bread, peanut butter, all kinds of things. I mostly eat plant-based, but I do still eat some dairy and sometimes eggs. Made it to night 2's resting place, my husband's parents' house. It's very, very nice. I wanted to do this trip in the wintertime because I'm nuts. No, but because I want to ski and I don't want to spend 8 days of my summer in the car. Like, the summer is just my time to relax. I love summer. And so winter seemed like the good time. And yeah, it just comes back to trusting my decisions and listening to myself. I felt like it was the right time. I'm going for it. I'm gaining confidence as I take action. I was watching like what to do if you hit black ice, and I was seeing videos of like these cars crashing, and I was like, don't look. I do not need this in my mind. So I didn't look, but I learned. The roads weren't too bad, but it was definitely snowing. And I was driving like gripping the steering wheel like, oh my gosh. But my first time going across the United States, I was going from Virginia to Colorado to ski out there, and that's where I met my husband. And there was a snowstorm so bad they had to close the interstate. And so story time, I went to a hotel and I bought the room, and then I went inside there and it was nasty and gross, and I was like 19 or 20 or something, and so I was like crying. My husband and I stayed in a hotel one time that the sheets literally had hair in them, and like it was dirty and gross, but it was late at night and we were tired, and that was just, we decided to sleep there, I think. I can't remember, but ew, man. People are willing to rip you off. Oh my goodness. 2 people have tried to scam me in the last 2 days. I put out a video recently talking about morality, and like it was just a little piece in a longer video, and I don't really know anything, but man, every time I hear about humans acting in certain ways, it's like, why? I just can't believe it. I just can't fathom how humans can be so, you know what I'm saying. Day 3 across the states, I got to spend time with my niece and nephew, and we painted together, and it was a great rest day. Starting out, day 4, I missed my husband and not even to my destination. Pumping gas at 4 degrees. Oh, it's cold. Cruise control stopped working. Lights on my dash came on, including check engine light. Held me up for about 2 hours trying to figure out if it was safe to drive, or try to fix, but yeah, it's safe to drive, so here I go. Day 5, I think? Hard to keep track. Beautiful view of the giant river from Super 8. So nice to stay in a hotel. Sure, I could have managed in the car, it was only 15 degrees. You know, I got a mattress and a nice sleeping bag.
I just saw a billboard about Western art at Roadtrip. Roadtrip signs are very annoying. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But it just reminded me of how this area out west likes Western art. And I grew up in the East, and I really think that my natural artistic tendency would sell a lot better over there. Even my whole color scheme is just completely different. It's amazing out here. I think I'm in South Dakota. Also, usually get the maps up before I get back to the interstate, because I can see myself being like Dumb and Dumber and going back the wrong direction. There are no cars on these roads out here. It's insane. It's just a totally different world out here.
Just got to Wyoming, cutting through the corner. It's definitely a snowstorm happening, but the interstate is open. That's all I care about.
Wow. I see massive mountains in the distance. I mean, this is where it gets exciting. You see mountains like that, it's like, oh man, absolutely just awe-inspiring. But I'm past that snow too. I made it! Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I'm here. This took forever.
I'm waking up in a very beautiful place with the sunshine, beautiful views, beautiful plants in the room. Oh, you're asking about this giant bulge on my face? You're wondering about this? Yeah. So the hotel I stayed at 2 nights ago was not as much of a relief as I thought. There were bed bugs, and I'm allergic to bed bugs, and I am very, 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 very upset and uncomfortable. Like, look at my arm. I want to take my nails and rip my skin off. Look at this beautiful view. Frolicking in the field. Frolicking in the field. Are those goats? Look. You guys are funny. Whoa, the goats are coming to me. Oh my gosh. This ranch is real Montana life. Not the tourist town ski world that I knew. I wish you guys could smell this right now. I love the smell of barns. It's a madhouse in here.
I remember. We're flat belly pigs.
Aw, look at you. Will they bite my fingers off if I put my finger in there?
No, they're pretty sweet.
Wow. The endless big sky. I'm staying with a friend who has kids, and I know that my presence here is so much larger than I could have ever imagined when I was making the decision to come out here. And they're in there waiting for me to come paint with them, and they're so excited. Happy to be here. I think that if you can help others, that feeling is just, there's nothing like it. But anyways, don't I look so pretty with this extra bulge on my face? Yeah.
Back in the car, 4 hours round trip to get the trailer. And yeah, excited to check it out. I'm just so thankful I could come out to Montana to get the trailer. Didn't have to drive across the country. Holy moly, I can see mountains right now. I feel like crying. I mean, I haven't seen them since I got here. And there they are in the distance. I mean, it's insane. It's so pretty. The snow on them. I just can't believe it. It's just so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. It's Montana. Time I went to Beartooth Mountains, my friend invited me out on a camping trip, and it was June because there's snow there year round, and we went skiing naked. I went through this major shoot in between cliffs in shorts with no underwear on, and I fell, and the snow, just goes right up your face. Now I can see the crazies. I went backpacking with my friend there, and it was, I think, the summer after I got injured. I was going very slow, and it was a short bit, and it took us all day, but I love my friend. I'm gonna see her. And she's a professional artist. Well, and since, get her name out. Her name's Lori Lagerblum. She's an amazing caustic artist. But yeah, I've always really loved her friendship.
There's the crazies. You would think that they are right next to the interstate, but it takes about an hour to drive over there just after you leave the interstate. The crazies are special because they are on private land, and that means it's super well protected. They let people come in and hike and stuff, but most of the crazies are inaccessible. I think there's very few trails that go in there. They just go into one part and the rest is just complete wilderness. Well, probably one of the most significant pieces about these mountains are that the indigenous people who lived here prior to all the horrible incidences of history, when they were going through initiation from childhood to adult, they would go out into the crazies with no food and water. It's said that a native went up there and they saw a vision of people who had different skin tones and then kill all the buffalo. And I saw a billboard on my drive out here that had kind of these arcade games where you were killing buffalo for fun, and I just think it's sad that we're still unable to see the detriment of that. There's my trailer. I am stoked. It's only $200 more than it would have been to rent one, and it's permanently mine. Homemade entirely from aluminum, so it's super lightweight. It's like it's not even as tall as me, so it's a little lower than my roof of my car. All this is pieced together with girl hands, which means weakling. My husband actually wired the lights in my car.
And all I see is love. All I see is love. Let's walk on.
This trip is growing me. I'm really enjoying feeling like I'm working towards my dreams, because that feeling helps me know that I'm not at a dead end. You know, I am actually getting myself out there, doing the art, getting my art from across the country so that I can sell it elsewhere, and leaving what I think is going to sell well here. And I think it's worthwhile to really see myself in that light. I think it's helpful long term to know that I'm doing my part, and that definitely settles my mind because it's giving me a sense of who I am as an artist, and I'm proud of myself. Yes, this is pretty.
The cold smoke cloud. Yeah. We got a cold smoke cloud.
I am on a chairlift. I am releasing the need to control and the need to have plans go the way I want, and releasing all of the old doubt thoughts, doubting myself and doubting my art and doubting my purpose, and also just releasing anxious feelings. For me, anxiety is very physical. My insides are just kind of tight and shaky kind of, and so I recognize it in myself, and I take those deep breaths where I tighten my ab muscles to push the air out, and then allow my stomach to naturally fill when I release those muscles, and that's amazing. I've been meditating in the morning, so doing my practices that are good for my mental health. Working on some computer work here because I'm a professional artist. Teaching an art class today. It's like -2 out. So far, this is the artwork I've gotten back. It was with my friend at her house, unavailable to be sold, so it's great that I'm picking it up and can sell it. These are just prints, and there's a lot of art like this that's just sitting in closets because businesses have gone out of business. And right now I'm going to frame some of my pastels of Porcupine Creek down to the Gallatin River.
There's a child I'm hanging out with who their brain speaks in analogies. It's so cool. He's just amazing, and he lives outside of a town that has this big factory, and he had this wonderful analogy for your mental health around a factory, and it was so beautiful the way he was saying it. He was like, there's factory workers in my head, and sometimes there's this blob of black monster that comes in there, but the factory workers, they work with gold, and they try to turn them into gold. And it was just so cool hearing his idea of how, like, his brain was a factory, and there's workers and thoughts, and doing their job and protecting the other factory workers from the monster, and it was just really cool. I really liked it.
So my art has been sitting in this unmarked building. This is a miracle situation.
Had this show lined up, and last minute they gave the show to another artist.
But as it turned out, the emergency of my life happened. I needed somewhere to hang the art long term, and if it had been in those other places, I could not have fled Montana like I did, so it really worked out. It's so cold out here. Inside. It's been so long since I've seen it. My nieces and nephews kissed my art the other day, so I was like, I should kiss my art. I missed it. This one's like my favorite. But all of them are my favorite. This one is highly detailed, dude. Over 200 hours to paint this piece. I love this one. I missed this art.
Yeah, people love it, man.
Thanks. This one I have to kiss. This one also has over 200 hours. So the Awakening of the Senses series, and this is also my favorite. Like literally this one and the music one. You know, all the Awakening of the Senses series are in this location, and I want to do a show with the Mind series with them. That's my masterpiece. It's cricket on this wall. The snowflakes have glitter on them. It needs to be somewhere people can see it more. I don't think many people go in this office. See that metallic? Right up next to the Beartooth Mountains now. So pretty. And yeah, my skin is not itching. I'm so happy and relieved about that. And the art class went really good last night. It was so fun. I'll show you what I made. And yeah, now I'm gonna go pick up more art, do computer work at the library where it's calm and quiet because there's a lot of kids at the place I'm staying. Going to get the old There it is. I'm so happy. I missed these pieces. This one's all in all. This one is Recluse and Seeking the Promise. They go together, and this one also kind of goes together. Polarity. I love this one. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite masterpieces I would consider. And then these two, I didn't even know where these were. Look how shiny. This is what I'm talking about. Like, the pieces get dusty. Last night, one of the pieces that I picked up, it had like this little like speck of gooey brown stuff that I pulled off of it. Now, alpaca. I picked up my alpaca painting. I did sell this alpaca painting, so I'm excited to get it to its owner. Going up into the mountains. So I now have 10 paintings in my car that I picked up in Red Lodge today. And there's one more that I couldn't get because the place was closed, but I'm going back there. I'm super excited to go slide out in nature. I am on a chairlift. First time in 2 years. And don't I look so cool? I mean, look at me. I'm so cool looking. I picked up some other pieces, Healing and Swiggle Me Sweet, from inside of someone's home because he was holding on to them because the business couldn't hold on to them anymore. So again, not really in a place they could sell, which is fine. I really enjoyed being able to give that art to them temporarily. And I hope that it rubs off on them. This is my friend Faith's art. Of course, I was drawn to this piece. It's got like a 3-dimension to it. And it's called Matilda in the Garden, and that's my name. Even though my art was hanging in that dark hallway, this is a space for art. But yeah, this gallery of my friend Faith Rum, before her, it was a storage space for this artist named Carol, who really inspired my art. Because she was like, basically she just had this whole room full of stacks of art. And she rented out this room just to keep her art in it. And she was like, just make as much art as possible. You can just pile it. You don't really have to like display it or anything. You just make it and throw it in a pile. Could be 20 years old before someone buys it. Who cares? Just make it. Don't hold yourself back. I loved that. Faith's art has seriously taken a beautiful turn since I saw it last. Cool. Beautiful art in here. I was just visiting with my friend RJ. This is his work. He makes the stained glass. One more piece, safe and sound with me. Well, I'm driving around downtown Billings and trying to find a place to park so I can get this art. I went through the same stoplight like 3 times, going the same direction because everything's a one-way. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's no free parking. And then I found this 10-minute parking and I made it back to my car in exactly 10 minutes. I got this print rack back. I got my sticker rack back. So I got these prints back from her, and there is originals in there too. But yeah, goodbye downtown Billings. I will leave some pieces in Billings, but it's hard to leave art with a business owner that you don't have a really good relationship with, especially if you're going 2,000 miles away. I just bought this giant foam to line the inside of my trailer with. I don't know how I'm going to fit the other art in here now though. Let's look on my list and see what else I need to do today. A lot. I'm overdoing it on the foam. Look, it fit no problem. I put, front to front, back to back. These pieces are the magic size. If they were any bigger, they would not fit through this compartment hole thingamajig.
Didn't I tell you that there was the capacity of Dumb and Dumber in me? I just went on the interstate 30 minutes in the wrong direction. I was like, I know how to get to Bozeman. No problem. No, you don't, girl.
Waking up in Bozeman. Look at this beautiful view my friend has from her house. So pretty. Going to the hot springs today. I absolutely love the hot springs. Happy to be on the air mattress right now in the basement. It's a nice basement, lots of room. They've got this big pool table. I am going to clean it off and seal all these pieces. There was this crazy thing that like the day I'm here in Bozeman, their licensing ends up changing and they're no longer a storefront. So like I had to get my art then. And it was just very odd that I was like, whoa, I'm here in Montana. Like, what are the odds that the timing would work out that well? And then, of course, I really felt good after dancing, and I just danced as hard as I could. And it's just like really healing, as music always is, especially for me. So now this basement's full of art, and I really got a lot of art. My pillow's back, and just like art. Got these metal prints. These originals, all those. Like, that's just endless originals and prints in here. But yeah, I got most of this stuff from that business that called last minute. It's like, come get your art, like it's now or never. And then I missed the opportunity because of the timing. And I was meeting up with my friend, which also was super rejuvenating and relaxing to go for a walk with her. She's silly and she's like, well, they could take your art forever and you could never get it back. And I was like, oh my goodness, you're gonna make me cry. Do not say that. All those originals on papers and watercolors and prints and stickers and that really expensive sticker rack and the big piece back there, like all that was in there. Also, I forgot I had a book in that location too. Staying in this basement with the pool table is a total lifesaver. I mean, it's a gift. I just am thankful that I could use this table to seal them. It is very hard to walk on pavement in ski boots. I'm just so excited to ski down. It's a lot of getting ready. I just love skiing gets you outside in the wintertime. I am stopping by the river. Because the river is not spinning, the river flows. This is how I've been feeling, like I'm spinning. There's nothing like looking and absorbing the river's energy to help you get back in the flow of life. You can probably hear the highway over yonder, because this river's right by the road, but I used to hang out by this river so much. I just love it. Yesterday was the first day I was over this way, and I had to get up to the ski hill, which was super fun, by the way. I was actually crying in the car, driving, thinking about this, so I thought I would share it. My artwork and my passion of creating art and the career side of it is so personal and so deeply ingrained and rooted in me. And it's touched every part of my mind and every part of my life, every part of my beliefs. So I wonder why I doubt, why I hold on to fear sometimes. And it's like a desperation, but you know you don't want to feel desperate. It's a calling. It's like there is no other option. Through all the years, I have worked to believe in myself, worked to love myself, to know that I'm an artist, to know that all is well. And so why do I believe in doubt? And is it past experiences? I've always mentioned out here on YouTube that audio recordings of my own voice speaking affirmations help me, and my current one is called This Time Meditation. And it's about how even though I've tried so hard to pursue my dreams and failed, you know, that this time's different. And through all that time, I've taken the word failure and try out of my vocabulary. But that's all you can do. And definitely the advice I received from an artist about tenacity is, I mean, he was right. That's the advice. And at this point, I have learned so much and tried so much that I can step into this identity of being an artist, who I am as an artist. And you know, I think that's really what brought me to tears, because it's been so odd being around all these people that I know and everyone telling me that they love me and my art, and it's just wild to me. A business owner who's purchased my work before really just opened my eyes to that, because she's like, oh, I just love your work. I've always loved it. And I don't know what she said, but it was like, wow. In my mind, I was like, I don't know, you know, if I should keep bothering this business owner about, you know, selling my stuff wholesale to them. Like, what if I'm driving them nuts? Or, you know, I told her the story that back in the day when I was working a horrible waitressing job, and I went into her shop and sold some stuff, and she gave me a check. And it was probably like a check for $300, and I was easily making more at this awesome tourist restaurant. But yeah, I felt the intense joy that comes from receiving money from my own passion. And I hold on to that feeling, and it meant so much to me. And it was just so amazing to hear that from her perspective, she also was just in awe of me. And again, this is what I'm getting to about thoughts that were bringing me to tears, is that this identity of being an artist, it's so odd to truly look at myself and truly see myself, because others are seeing me, and it's just now kind of resonated in my mind that when people have my art in their homes, they literally think about me. And it's kind of awkward, like, oh, I don't know if I want people thinking about me all the time. But at the same time, I also just have to realize that this identity is something I have to recognize and not be afraid of, and not doubt, and show up for. And it hurts. You know, the doubt hurts. It just hurts. It's caused so much pain for so many years. I'm really glad that I took the time to go on this walk. I know that I need to slow down. When I ran my art retreat, I said, I'm gonna slow down after this. And then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna paint 10 paintings in 1 month. And then I'm like, I'm gonna go across the country. But I slow down in little moments, and I'll keep working on my slowing down sorts of practices. I used to make so much art by this river, including this piece, which I just sold. Cool rock. This one was in a perfect location for its style, but it's 3-dimensional, so it can get dusty. And I love it too much. I want it with me. Now this painting is in the bathroom, which honestly is an amazing location for it. I've sold 3 paintings out of this bathroom. So it's 8:30. Look at this blinking scary light. Anyways, it feels pretty late because it's so dark, and I feel like it's been dark for hours. Don't slip on the ice. But I am going to the place that has been the most helpful for my art, and it's a spot that I was like, oh, I want my art in there. I need places for my art. And then it just so happened that she invited me to put my art here. I didn't even have to ask. Got some art over here. A ballerina bar. Got that piece, which is one of my favorites. I've got this big piece here. But I just like the energy of the business owner here and how nice she's always been to me. There it is. Wow, it looks really cool in this light, that like sparkly water, dude. But yeah, I needed to bring this piece back home with me. Another favorite piece. And obviously another favorite piece. And that one. That one's old. Super old. 2013. Like 13 years ago. Oh, there's more art in the bathroom. I always say the bathroom is the best place for art because people can look at it while going potty. I love this one so much. Look, there's a heart. And this piece, I also have stickers. Oh, and this piece. I'm just finding pieces all over the place. This is actually made with little pine needles inside of it there and all natural earth paint. I'm gonna be spending some time framing while I'm here too. Some pieces that I thought would sell here in Montana. Well, now it's 30 minutes past midnight and I'm starting to get tired and I have an hour drive back and I still need to put all the art in my car. All of that art. What else? This palette wrap is my pillow. Oof, man, that's nuts. Gross! It is 1:15. Packing up went a lot faster than I thought. I left a lot of art here, namely the 10 pieces I created in 1 month, as well as little oil pastels and other Montana themed stuff I said that I framed. I'm here to get my art. Your art? I only have one place left to go pick up my art now. I just picked up this one from a random massage studio thing. This one has no contrast. It's very pale. I didn't really know about the importance of value back in the day. So this one breaks the value rule of like having contrast, being able to show dimension. But I also really like it. Like that was the look I was going for. I was going for a pale, elusive, sort of ethereal look. It's not super realistic or very detailed. It's simple and cartoon and like the girl doesn't even have a face. I don't know, I just like simple shapes. And the human figure is such a shape. I do like it. Vibes. I haven't sold a painting out of it yet, but I think this new set of paintings are the vibe of Ski Town. I don't know. This piece had no for sale sign on it. It was stuck in the back of it. I didn't video dusting the back, but all of it was really dusty because it's underneath a vent. Now, this piece over here also has no for sale sign on it. I mean, that's not good. That's my own bad. That's why, like, I wouldn't blame the business for that. It just falls off, you know. But that's why I'm gonna put tags on the back. I'm so glad I made, like, attachable tags that you can't take off. Just hope no one rips them off. This piece is so cool. But she looks kind of weird. I think it's her forehead. Technically this one breaks my rules of not leaving art that's three-dimensional because that's going to get dusty. But since I brought it from Virginia, it really belongs here with the other skier stuff. Like this one. They kind of match. I also left this painting there. Okay, all my artwork is picked up. I'm pretty excited about that. I just feel so good that all the new art is in its place and all of my art that I'm taking back home is in my possession, and I just have to pack it up in the most perfect way. So I'm really glad. I'm excited. I have 2 of these sticker racks. I picked them both up. I've taken them apart. So I'm really thankful. I have money in my wallet as an artist. Thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting me. It's just a big deal for me to make money doing my passion, and I'm thankful for it. Look at all this art. I do not like using this plastic, like I've said, but it really makes long distance travel so easy. This is my biggest piece here in the back of my car, and I'm packing up all this too. Now I'm at the second to last place that I'm hanging artwork to leave in Montana. Boom Daddies. They got a really funny name. Here's 2 of the ones I left there. I'm gonna go paint because it's sunny and it's warm. Oh, turkey crossing the road! Look at you, turkey. Turkey. You're so cute.
Waves of tall grass bound to the mountain wind.
I just loaded 32 paintings in the trailer, and I have more that I haven't counted that are smaller. 15 of those 32 were the extra big ones, and the other 17 are like large. The journey home begins. 221,249 miles on my car. My friend sent me off with some really cool stuff like apple tree sticks and tons of cuttings of plants, including one that's polka dot, and the polka dots are like metallic silver. And I got the trailer on the back there. She sent me off with a giant thing of juice we made last night, rainbow chicken eggs, which I've been eating. She sent me off with a giant bag of food as well, and coffee and coffee grinder and everything you could ever need. Sad to leave. I did not ski enough, but you can never ski enough. That's the problem with that hobby, is that you're never satisfied. I was thinking that maybe one of the reasons that intuitively I felt like making 10 paintings in 1 month right before leaving for a massive trip was simply because I knew I wouldn't get to be at my easel much, because I have been busy to the brim. And I don't even like to use the word busy, but that's what it was. It was busyness to the detriment of my peace at points. Furthermore, I'm so stoked that all of my artwork fits in the trailer. What I love most about this whole trailer thing is that now I feel like a minimalist again, because I had all this anxiety over all the material possessions I own, all the paintings spread out everywhere. I felt just like I had too much stuff, that I could never be a traveler and a minimalist with so much stuff. And I also didn't want to feel like I couldn't paint, but it was eating away at me like, oh, I shouldn't make more art. I have too much. I just parked and forgot I had that trailer on there. I'm going back to Michael's one more time because I need to frame stuff. Bought a postcard for my grandma's 85th birthday. Last stop in Billings was framing and hanging some art there. Here's a picture of some art I picked up in Bozeman that I forgot to mention. Check my list that I got everything done. Next thing on the list, hit the road. I left art in Red Lodge, Billings, Big Sky, and Bozeman. So I set my trip when I left Virginia, and so far I've gone 3,400 miles, which means 1,400 of those miles were the amount of driving I did since I've been to Montana. Look at that. My fuel light came on in the middle of nowhere. I didn't even have service to look up a gas station. Finally, when I had service, it's like 16 miles, and I saw that red line go down really fast with this trailer. This whole trip, I was talking about trusting my decision to come out here, trusting my gut, realizing that the timing was right, and now that it's happened and I'm on my way back, I really see see that playing out in a way that if I hadn't have gone at the time I went, if I hadn't have believed, if I hadn't have trusted, not only would I be set back in my career financially and also with the artwork being so far away from me, but also the people in my life and the people that I visited with may not have been able to also experience some healing along with me. Day 2 of going home. This morning I stopped at a coffee shop and I painted. I will show you all of the art that I've been able to make on this trip. I haven't had a ton of time for making art, but I've also made the time when I could. Today I go visit my friend who used to live in Montana but now lives in Wisconsin. He has a new baby, so I'm excited about that. Really optimistic about the future. I've got some big plans and dreams. Big deal, big dreams, big opportunities. Big story. Well, I just now started hitting the hillbilly mountains of the east. And mountains are blue. There's a lot of that mist in the air. I like any kind of mountains. I like them big mountains and I like them little mountains too. I like all them size mountains. I like hiking mountains. I like sleeping on mountains. I like looking at them mountains. I like them creeks and the squirrels. I think them squirrels are so cute. The drive back has been so much smoother. The roads are dry, it's sunny. I haven't even had a drop of rain. I got back, I unpacked, and so it's back to real life. Art. Lots of art. Had a little leak in the trailer. This is not all my art because I have art hanging in town here in Virginia, and then also I have art hanging in Montana, of course. I actually have a lot of art here hanging in Virginia, and I have art hanging in my living space. Thanks so much for watching the video and following along with my art journey.